Nobody is watching yet. I'm trying to stream this for future reference. I'm trying to stream this at 1080p. I've got the bitrate turned down some, and we'll see how smooth it goes. It doesn't look too bad on my end. Get started here in a few minutes. Yeah, we've got a couple people join now. So I'm just kind of moving around right now, making sure that it's going to stream okay at 1080p. It looks okay on my screen. What do you guys think? The two of you that are supposedly watching. Unless YouTube is lying to me and there's nobody watching. Or maybe there's a lot of people. Who knows? Just going to be trying, saved up, I worked on getting some Rift keys, and so I did a video yesterday talking about the Mirin changes, and then I did a run with the gem of Toxin, and I did get it to 80. And yeah, I was talking about other gems that might be useful. Good, your own phone runs 1080p and it looks smooth. Good. Yeah, it looks smooth on my end too. So but yeah, so I guess the only thing I'm going to be doing in this stream really is just trying these different gems, showing you guys how they seem to work. This one's only 60 and this one's only 55. I think I might have a Gogok of Swiftness on a different character that's higher, but it's not going to really make a bunch of difference. The only thing that levels up is the dodge chance. But anybody that's watching, there's only 2 people. Anybody that's watching later on, I'll say it again. If you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see me try for this build, only messing with the Bone Storm build today, but feel free to leave them in the chat. I still don't have 2 monitors, so I won't be able to read the chat all throughout rifts and stuff. Either I'll pause it or I'll just wait till the rift is over. But I guess I'll go ahead and I'll switch this out and we'll kind of get a baseline here. I'll put the Mirin back in. It's a level 78. And I'll probably just stick with like Greater Rift 80s today and we'll kind of compare how each of the gems do on 80, if I can even finish it. I don't really know if Molten Wild Beast Gizzard is really going to be beneficial. It's going to provide sustain, of course, but the build kind of suffers from lack of damage after losing the Mirin, and so that's kind of what we were trying to make up. So I may not try that gem because there's really no damage built into it. But yeah, we'll be trying this one again. I guess we'll just kind of compare times, but of course each rift is different, so sometimes it's kind of hard to compare times, but we'll just kind of look at them, give a general overview. I'll run the Mirin and then I'll run this gem again as I did in the video, and then we'll probably just go through the line here, run Gogok of Swiftness, Wreath of Lightning. Bane of the Powerful probably needs to be leveled up to like level 95 or 100, which is pretty high, but to really be effective, just because that that time frame. It's just a little over a minute and a half, 105 seconds right now at level 75, and that's just that damage boost. If you're not finding elites, it's going to drop off. The 20% will drop off. The 15% increase and reduced damage is always on there. And something I actually didn't try the other day, I may grab my Bane of the Stricken. I may grab my high level one that's on my Barbarian and run that too and see. Yeah, let me just go ahead and grab that while we're waiting for more people to come, if anyone comes. I lost him. Only got one watching. Whoever it is, Steven, if it's you, or Stefan, Skipper, however, I appreciate you watching. I actually figured there'd be more people on since it's a Sunday afternoon, but maybe not. Let's grab... And people may not care enough about this to watch right now. So we're going to grab this fairly high level Stricken, 88, and we're not going to need either of those. Let's throw that in there. And then, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure where my higher level Gogok is. It's not really going to matter though. I think that's the only gem that I really want to try. Not Steven. Is it Stefan? S-T-E-F-F-E-N. It looks like it would be Stefan or Stefan. I guess I'd have to hear it pronounced to pronounce it right. Just an old American hillbilly. Ain't not good at pronouncing stuff. Know what I'm saying? He got it. Hi. Hello. Yeah, so I guess while we're kind of waiting for people know how this gem works, I'll go ahead and run. We'll kind of get a baseline, I guess. I'll run an 80 for the people that just joined. I'm going to be probably sticking with 80s today, just because we're kind of just seeing how these gems compare. Again, if you guys have any suggestions, you want me to try different gear or gems or whatever that I don't have here, feel free to let me know. Let's grab that Stricken, put it there. This would also be an option, but you're not going to benefit much from the damage bonus because you're going to be in close proximity most of the time. So, and an esoteric would be nice just because you know, defense. Invigorating gemstone wouldn't be bad for healing, but it's not going to give a whole lot of it's not really going to give any damage, which is kind of what we're looking for. But anyways, I'll go ahead and run just an 80 with the Mirin, kind of get a baseline, and then we'll just switch out gems from there and run some more. And this already looks like a crap floor. But we'll see. You can see, for those of you that don't have or play the Necromancer yet, you can see the Mirin doesn't trigger near as often as it did, even in big groups. And let me know when I'm done with the Rift or in the Rift or whatever. If it starts to lag a lot, I might not have good enough internet to stream 1080p. We'll see. I've only got 5 megabits up, unfortunately. I got 60 down, which is pretty good. That needs to recharge. But only 5 up. We're going to try and avoid juggernauts here. This guy is not a juggernaut. I mean, it still procs fairly often when you're in a big group. You can kind of see it going off there, but it's not like it was. Fire chains. Oh boy. Get a bunch of these guys cursed to boost up our damage. I guess I could have gone over the build that I'm using. I'll do that after this. I'll go over the skills and whatnot. Oh, I really hate knockbacks. Not enough bodies around. Boy, these guys seem really tanky. They're health linked, but still. We're going to have our Land of the Dead up to pop already. I guess we didn't really need to pop it, but oh well. And we are running Nemesis bracers. I didn't actually mean to, but I forgot to switch them, so. So we've got them. We're gonna run what we brung. Run what we brung. And of course it's a dead end. Of course it's a dead end. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, it's kind of a dead end too. Yeah, you can see when you're just around a few enemies, the Mirin doesn't really proc very often, not like it did. The damage is still there. I don't think they changed the damage any, it's just the proc rate. Supposedly bugged. It was proccing more often than 15%. So it's still not bad, it's just not as good as it was. It is nice to have that extra healing. As I said in that, man, look at all these ranged archers. Skeletal archers, jeez. As I said in the video yesterday, I did roll the damage percent off of my weapon for life on hit, because getting rid of the Mirin does get rid of some sustain, and I was having trouble. The only sustain I really had was from my Paragon points, which was about 8,000 life per hit. And that volume might be a little loud, guys. Is that kind of loud? I think 2 is where I usually have it when I record. It's not very loud, but did that change? Yeah, it did. Still seems loud even to me. Alright, let's get our curses on. I can't tell if he's stuck. Alright, there we go. Now we'll burn him to the ground. Is there another elite pack up here? Or is that all? Yeah, there is another one. Ah, I'm stuck. Again, so many skeletal archers. Where is this guy? Yeah, he's not a juggernaut either. And even for an 80, this has not been very good. I mean, the density on this floor is okay. It's just all skeletal archers, though. And I don't really have anything to bring them in, to bring the density in. And we're gonna have to get out of here. No! Ah, I'm stuck! Alright, we'll go back and kill him. Whoa! We're gonna die. Man, so many skeletal archers everywhere. Oh, get off of me. Go away. This guy's almost dead. I don't really want to burn my Land of the Dead on him. Because, yeah, we can kill him pretty easily. Alright, let's find something else that's not skeletal archers. It's like this whole floor. Let's get all 3 of our curses on these guys. Wow, they're actually dying pretty fast. I almost don't want to use my Land of the Dead. I think I'm gonna die. Let's burn them. Man, those archers, ranged attacks in general seem to do so much damage to not just necromancers, but it seems a little more towards necromancers to me, just I guess because I'm used to playing my really tanky barbarian. Come on, get on the yellow. Whoa. Our Land of the Dead should come up again. There's some blues around here. Don't see the other one. And we're dead. Just too much ranged. Let's get right in the middle of this so we can get our bone armor back up. And we're stuck. We're stuck. Oh, let me out of here. I need illusory boots. This wouldn't be a problem. Like I said, if I was on my barbarian, the ranged attacks don't seem to do a whole lot to him. This guy a juggernaut? He is not. Let's get our 3 curses on and burn him down. And let's get out of this floor. Pretty good floor, but man, so much range stuff. And I think I'm actually gonna... Jeez, we got more range stuff. More goat. Well, at least we got a shield shrine, so we don't have to worry about dying anymore right now. Again, guys, I don't have 2 monitors, so I will check the chat when I am done with each rift. And because we're at 99%, I'm just going to find a group of stuff to kill, because that'll go faster than killing that yellow. That gold elite pack. There we go. Still got a decent shield shrine, which is nice. Good, because we don't have our Land of the Dead yet. Let's keep this guy stunned as much as we can. This build has become rather squishy since the nerf of Mirin. I mean, not too bad, but Mirin was really a lot of sustain, and when all of a sudden the proc rate is, I think they said somewhere it was like 35 or 45%, and so now they took it all the way down to the 15 where it was supposed to be. That's really a lot of sustain going away, because it heals you for 3% of your life per smite. And you get the guaranteed smite every 3 seconds. There we go. Was it? Yeah, you get the guaranteed smite every 3 seconds plus a 15% chance. So, alright, let's pick all this up, go back to town. I've been using my shards to try and find a better Dainty's binding. This one isn't bad, but... Alright, what do we want to level up? Let's try and push this to 80 just because... Yeah, I hate him for nerfing the Teardrop too, even though it was bugged technically. I don't know, I kind of gave my opinion on that in that other video. I think, yeah, it was bugged, but it wasn't super OP. I mean, it was really nice and really strong, but everyone is using, you know, this build, the Tragouls was already overtaking this build anyways, and it's just, I don't know. Let me see, I don't need any of this stuff. I will take another look at that real quick because it's an ancient. It is 0.5% more critical hit chance. You don't really need area damage on this build. It's not super good, so I wouldn't mind losing that. If I can reroll that critical hit damage higher than 44%, then I may switch that out for the vitality. Let's see real fast. We'll give it a few rolls here, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time doing this. Are you kidding me? Look at that. What's the minimum? 26%. Wow. There's 40%. Come on, really? 32? There we go, 49%. Let's see what it is. Alright, we got a little more damage now. We do lose a little area damage. We gain a lot of vitality, which I kind of need. A million's not bad, but this build is kind of squishy. We'll just swap it out and try. I'll hang on to this for now. Again, feel free to leave any suggestions in the chat, guys, and I will look at them and take them under advisement and see. So that rift didn't go too bad, but yeah, it really sucks that the Mirin got nerfed. So we're going to run this one again, the gem of Efficacious Toxin. Yeah. And we'll try that on an 80, see how good that goes. That's the gem that I've kind of really kind of taken a liking to since Mirin has gotten nerfed. It's really nice. So I've got it at rank 80. It does 6,000 weapon damage over 10 seconds, whereas Pain Enhancer does a little more than that. Rank by rank, it does a little more than that. Mine does 6,250% damage, but it's over 3 seconds, so it's condensed down a lot quicker. It does more damage. It does the same amount of damage in like a third of the time. But this gem also gives you 10% increased damage against poison targets, and then you also take 10% less damage. So it's boosting your damage in other ways too, your overall damage, and then it's also boosting your toughness as well. So it's not useless. And remember that 6,000 weapon damage is multiplied by your 6-piece bonus set too. So I've really kind of taken a liking to that gem as well. We'll just go ahead and run another 80, and then we'll probably move on to these other gems. We'll just see how they go. Hopefully we get Hopefully we get some decent riffs, even though we're not pushing. Ouch, 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 that poison. I hate those casters, man. Whoa! Too much explosions. Yeah, you do lose the sustain when you get rid of the Teardrop, unfortunately, because of that heal. But the thing I like about this gem that kind of makes up for it is you get more toughness. Poison enemies deal less damage. So you don't have to sustain as much, I guess. We're already way up on that last rift, but this has had pretty good density. And we got that elite right off the bat. Man, that poison hurts. They're like returning the favor. And then as long as we're applying all three of our curses with our Cursed Scythe... Darn, I forgot to go over the build, didn't I? Sorry about that, guys. Remind me next time. Somebody say it in the chat, and that'll remind me when I look at it here in just a second. Now I lost my train of thought. That's when the magic of video editing would come in. Yeah, we're applying all three of our curses, which includes the Frailty Curse, which executes enemies under 15% life. So if they have the dot on them from our 2 damage over time gems, then that can execute them later on. Man, I am probably going to die here. So much poison and ranged. Did I see something up here? Guess not. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is if you leave enemies, then they can still continue to die and be executed and all that stuff. Which is kind of nice, which means when it comes to trash mobs, especially less health trash mobs, you don't have to worry about doing a ton of damage to them. All you have to do is go in, do a little bit of damage, apply all 3 of your curses, and move on. And then your damage over time skills will take care of them. This guy's a juggernaut, so... Whoops. Thought I was out of that. So we're not going to do a ton of damage to him. Yeah, we're just going to move on from that guy. Juggernauts, in case you are unaware, that is a special affix on a legendary or on a elite pack. It's usually, I think it's only on gold elite packs, and it means they can't be crowd controlled. So you're not getting all that extra damage from your Crisbin's Sentence. Oh boy. I think we're dead. Yep. It's just so much. I meant to switch out my bracers, but dang it, we're stuck again. I meant to switch out my bracers, but I forgot again. Hopefully I remember next time. Jeez. So much ranged and lightning and everything. And we're going to get frozen and die again. Alright, we've got our Land of the Dead up. So let's get right in the middle of all this and get rid of these guys. At least get rid of the majority of them. Whoa! Well, we got nuked again. Jeez, come on. Can you guys stop doing all that damage right now? That'd be great. There we go, finally. All those deaths and we're still doing pretty good. Hey, there we go. Remember, you want to be throwing down your curses on everything around you just so you can gain that damage from the, oh come on, more frozen, spreading maledictions rune, or passive rather. Ow! He's a juggernaut. Why are we messing with him? Man, these are some annoying packs. Between the range and the crowd control they got, let's get away from them. It's a really annoying floor. Who's this guy? He's not a juggernaut. Whoa, we're dead. I think we're gonna die again. Man, the electricity, just so much pain. I don't think we're going to be able to kill this guy without our Land of the Dead. Ouch. Yeah, he's not very far down. We almost have our Land of the Dead. We're just going to wait this time out. Really? I lost him right at the last. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh man. Good floor, but bad mobs. I really need to switch out to my Parthan defenders. Remind me, guys. Don't let me forget. You can see my damage and toughness there, kind of in the middle of battle with just an average number of foes cursed. He's about to be executed. There he goes. Ooh, nice little density here. It'd be really nice if this gem also had some kind of healing built in. And we're not going to worry about, if we run into an elite pack, we're not going to burn our Land of the Dead because we're almost done. We're almost to the Rift Guardian. We might actually get there just killing the rest of this stuff, yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And this isn't going to kill him, but we'll get fairly close. Now we just got to be careful not to get hit by too much of his goodies. Try and stay behind him most of the time. I think we got him, unless he starts pumping out some serious damage out of nowhere. We got all three of our curses on him, so he should be about to drop dead any second. There we go. Alright, let's pick up all this. All these goodies. Oops, and I don't know, what do I want to push to 80 now? I guess I need to push this up if I'm going to try it later on. Yes, change your bracers. Thank you for putting that in the chat. I'm going to do that right now before anything else. Where are they though? Yeah, we're going to take the cold skills. Alright, we leveled up. Alright, real quick, let's do this, and then I'll go over the build. I'll go over the particular skills I'm using. I might not even be using the ones I want. I actually haven't checked today. I'm using that in the cube when I use that. I am looking for a better compass rose because this compass rose isn't the greatest. So that's the same equipment that I was using in the video the other day. As for the build, only thing that's really changed is I'm using Dark Reaping while using a scythe. Gain 2% essence and life per kill, just for a little more sustain. What was I using? I was using Swift Harvesting, and we'll probably switch back to that. That actually wouldn't be a bad thing to switch to. When we run Simplicity Strength, and it probably wouldn't be bad on Gogok Swiftness. I'm basically just using it for more sustain. Don't really need the essence, but the life per kill is kind of nice because I don't have a lot of sustain. My life per hit is still only 29,000 with this, so yeah, and I don't think I have life per hit on anything else. I'm pretty sure, and that's basically all my sustain. My life per kill is 7,700. If I get rid of this, then it goes down to, nope, I guess it's still 7,700. So I guess it just doesn't add that in on its own. We're just going to keep using Dark Reaping for now, because we are using a scythe, and we're using Standalone for the toughness, of course, Overwhelming Essence because we're using Shadow Hook in the cube, and then Spreading Malediction to really buff up our damage for each cursed enemy. The rest of the build hasn't really changed. It's still all pretty much the same thing. Alright, so I changed my bracers. Was there something else I was going to do? I can't remember. So that run was with the Toxin gem. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. We will try the Gogok of Swiftness now. So I think the deal with Gogok of Swiftness that people are using it for, the extra cooldown reduction lets you run your Land of the Dead a little bit more. It also provides a little bit of attack speed This particular version, though, our Grim Scythe isn't really doing a whole lot. This does boost our Grim Scythe damage some, though. 10% damage for each point of essence it restores, so that's kind of nice. And then the dodge chance will also be nice for toughness, so we'll go ahead and run an 80 with our Gogok of Swiftness next. And then I guess we'll just continue on the line unless you guys have a particular gem you want me to try next. This is actually taking longer than I thought to run all these, so I don't know if we'll get to all of them today or not. I want to get all my curses down before I pop this. That way they'll get executed at the 15% life. Whoa! Darn it, I didn't get them. So with Gogok of Swiftness, really the only thing it does, it's not boosting your damage except for a little bit of attack speed. But like I said, it's mainly just giving you more cooldown reduction for your Land of the Dead. And you'll pretty much be at max stacks all the time because it does stack based on your Bone NATO. You can see there. A little more utility rather than just straight up damage. Whoa, the lag. This game seems to randomly lag for me. You guys get the same thing? I'll just out of nowhere get lag spikes. Yeah, our Land of the Dead is almost back up. Good thing too, because we're already on another elite pack. I don't know which one it is. Looks like I got him, so no big deal. And you can hop through walls if there's a opening somewhere, if there's an open path where you can get to something. But if there's a closed door or whatever, then you cannot jump through walls. You have to go around and open the door first before you can jump through the wall. Same thing with like the dash with a monk or teleport with a wizard and so on. There has to be some kind of open direct path. Whoa! I didn't notice they were frozen. I think that was the first time that they threw out their frozen things on the ground. And the last one ran clear over here. That's wonderful. There we go. Whoa, I do not want to stand in that. So what do you guys think of this build since the changes? Do you still like it? What gems have you been running? Are you just sticking with the Mirin for now? let me know what you guys think of the changes, what's going on. I know somebody already said they didn't like the changes to Mirin. Join the club. But if you guys are still using this build, let me know what you're using with it, and I will be more than happy to try and see if what you're doing is effective, or if I like it. Of course, just because I don't like something doesn't mean anything. With the Traghul's build, that is kind of it's kind of ruling the roost with Necromancer builds. It's ruling the leaderboards. I made a video on that, and I played it, and it was pretty fun the first time. It was kind of fun the second time, and then it gets old really fast, and now I don't find the build fun at all. Just running around waiting for your cooldowns and then trying to nuke elite packs. There's not a lot of fun in that, at least to me. I mean, some people may still have fun with it, and that's perfectly fine. This guy's a juggernaut, we're not going to mess with him. Try to get all these guys down low so I don't have to worry about the explosions all at once. Come on, you're at 15%. At least I thought. I want to kind of clear these guys out to get some bodies for this elite down here, since my Land of the Dead won't be up for a little while. It's nice to get some corpses. You can still use your corpse lance pretty effectively without Land of the Dead, as long as you have some decent density around. And if you can, if you've got, 10 or 12 or 15 or whatever corpses on the ground, try and use your bone armor before you start using those bodies, because that will stun the enemies and allow you to do triple the damage because of your Crispin Sentence. Yeah, we're not going to use our Land of the Dead on this guy. He's almost dead. I mean, it would be faster, but it'd be kind of a waste and make... Yeah, so there we cleared him out fairly quick. Oh boy, more poison. More poison enemies. That's just great. These floors really kind of just be a toss-up if they end up being good or not. Where's the other? Oh, they went all the way over here. The illusionist tricked me. That's alright, there's only the one left. We'll be able to burn him down pretty quick. Oh, it's this guy over here. Yeah, there we go. So we're not doing too bad with Gogok of Swiftness. I think the last Rift was probably a little better than this one, density, mob-wise, and whatnot, so that could add a little disparity between the times. I wish, something they ought to think about implementing is a test Rift, where you can test builds. You can change the difficulty on it, but it's the same Rift every time. That way you can get kind of a good idea on how different builds will attack a Rift, because it's really hard to... Oh no! It's hard to compare otherwise, because you don't really... You don't have the same Rift every time, and it's really difficult to get to get a good comparison. I think test rifts would be a nice thing. What do you guys think? Are you in favor of test rifts? I have no idea if that's ever been a suggested thing, but I am suggesting it now on my little old channel. So it's a rift, I don't know, just say it's a rift that has no rewards, doesn't cost any keys to go in, doesn't cost any money, and it's the same every time. You can adjust the difficulty, that way you can test different builds at different levels, but there's no rewards or anything. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea for testing builds. Yeah, we want to get all these guys cursed. But you don't, if you're using the exact build I'm using, you don't want to just be throwing down your curse. And by the way, there is a maximum number of things that can be cursed. I don't know what the maximum number is, but there is a maximum number. But you don't want to just use them because I'm using the Curus and the Curus or whatever it's called. I'm using that in the cube, and I don't want my resources to drop below 90% because then I'll start taking a lot more damage. If you know what I mean. I hate these ranged guys. There's one. Wasn't there another elite pack, or was that just... No, I guess there was just the one. I thought there were two in there. Boy, we might not get this rift. We can chop these guys down pretty quick. Of course, we did have the Nemesis bracers on the last rift too. I might have should have just left them for comparison's sake. Oh, there's the other one. Alright, this is some nice density here. Let's get right in the middle of it all. There we go. Oh, this guy. Try not to take too much damage. Our toughness isn't bad. 380 million. I mean, it's pretty good, but it could be better. Yeah, we got a couple of bodies on the ground we can use. We might be able to finish him off when our Land of the Dead comes up. Ow. We'll see, we'll see. I think we're gonna get it either way. Unless we just start dying all of a sudden. I don't think we died any in this rift though. We did switch out to the Ancient Parthan Defenders, and then we've also got the Gogok Swiftness now that gives us more dodge chance. So definitely a, I don't know, a tougher build, I guess. The Parthan Defenders really, really help. Darn, we're just gonna have to sit here and wail on this guy and hope we get it. I don't know if the cooldown reduction from Gogok of Swiftness. Would you stand still? I don't know if the cooldown reduction from Gogok of Swiftness really makes that much of a difference on how often Land of the Dead is up. Come on. I think it's going to come right down to the wire. Alright, we got him. So, definitely more time. That run took a lot more time than the previous run when we used the Toxin gem. And what, we're leveling this up now, right? Yeah, so we can use that at a decent level later. What's it do at 62? 56%. That's not bad. Been using Gogok, leveling the Gizzard now to try it. Which one's the Gizzard? Yeah, that one. Yeah, you're gonna... I mean, you should survive a lot more, but it's definitely gonna be lacking in damage. Levinarius, it's the only viable build I have. Been using Goku, Bane of the Trapped, and Pain Enhancer. How's Goku working out for you? Is that the Super Saiyan Blue version? Or just Super Saiyan 3? No. I assume you mean Gogok. Bane of the Trapped and Pain Enhancer. Test Rift Sandbox. Good idea. Thank you. Thank you. Life per kill. No, none of these. Really good. I don't need that. And I don't need any of those. Yeah, so as I was saying in the Rift, we're using the Aquila's Curus. So we want to stay above, you know, whatever 90% of the 309 is. So if I go around and curse, you know, so many things, that starts dropping below 90%, all of a sudden our toughness drops way down. Yeah, so let's get rid of that now. And any particular gem you guys want me to try next? I've got these are the 5 I have not tried yet. We've got Bane of the Powerful, Simplicity Strength, Bane of the Stricken, Wreath of Lightning, and Wild Beast Gizzard. Which gem you guys want me to try next? Whoever says whatever gem first will be the one I try next. And with Simplicity Strength, we will be switching. Sorry, my mic fell. We will be switching Dark Reaping to Swift Harvesting for that attack speed boost, because Simplicity Strength. All right, well, let's go ahead and switch it, because we're going to want to be hitting more, because Grim Scythe is now going to become a source of damage. Now keep in mind, my Simplicity Strength is only at level 62, so, and the rest of these gems are in the 80s. Well, Gogok Swiftness is pretty low. Bane of the Trapped is 75. We'll move that up there. I already tried it, works well. I tried it once yesterday and it didn't work very well for me at the time. It could have just been the Rift I had. We'll go ahead and try it here and see how it goes. Kelly Rogers says Bane of the Powerful, so I will try Bane of the Powerful next, and go ahead and just keep commenting out, and whatever ones I see will be the rest of the order that we follow. So let me see. We switched harvesting. Is there anything Accursed, the guy who suggests Simplicity Strength, anything different that you use in your build that you suggest I should use? Or do you just want to see the gem itself? I guess I should probably just stick with the exact same build, because we're just trying to see the difference in the gems today. But feel free to leave suggestions anyways. I will try them, I guess, at a later date. let's go ahead and hop back in. I am also using, in case you didn't see, I'm using Shadow Hook here and Unity because my Enchantress has a Unity. And then she can also stun with the Windseeker and the Wayward, and then I've got Energy Trap on here to increase her stun effects. I guess that works together. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, and then of course she can't die. So yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and hop into a another level 80. Hopefully it's a decent Rift. Now more of our damage is going to be coming from our main attack, or our Grim Scythe. Primary skill, yeah. And we may as well pop this. I don't think we've had a Conduit Shrine yet this run, or today, this stream. Wow, really? I'm not even going to get to use it on an elite pack. Are there any elite packs in this? There's one, finally. So I usually don't use my, oh boy. I usually don't use my Decrepify Curse more than 3 times before I use my Juggernaut. He is a Juggernaut, so I'm not going to mess with him. Before I use my Grim Scythe to get up some more essence. Sorry, it's hard to keep my train of thought and play right at the same time. When I'm doing videos, I have everything a little more lined out on what I'm going to do, so it's a little easier to kind of keep my train of thought. Let's get all 3 curses on there real fast. I actually haven't tried Bane of the Stricken yet on Necromancer, except for when in the very, very beginning when it first came out, and I wasn't very high level, so I'm not entirely sure if that gem just won't work really well on him like it does everyone else. Because most builds of others run Bane of the Stricken. And this is not doing a lot of damage. They are health linked, but still. We'll get them. Our Land of the Dead is about up. There it is. Now we'll go ahead and burn them down. And they are health linked, and then really high health on top of that. Normally blue packs you can burn down really fast. Of course, frozen. Is there any... Can I get some density around here? It's interesting, I didn't know that there was a maximum number of things you could curse until I played the Traghouls build. And all of a sudden I was trying to curse big packs and my curse wasn't going down on anything. Wish these guys would bunch up. This hasn't been the greatest rift. Another health link. And they're not bunching up, and I don't have good density. So, not a very good comparison rift. Let's see if there's some stuff up here we can... Go ahead and curse them for the... Let's wait out the frozen. There we go. Man, they... Even in Land of the Dead, they're not freezing. Boy, these guys are beasts. Come on. Burned a whole Land of the Dead, and still they're only at half. Oh, this floor is horrible. You guys want me to just leave this rift and start over? The first floor was crap. So far, this floor has been crap. They keep running from me, too, which is really annoying. Is there a reason or benefit of cubing? Start clearing health link and jugs usually does the trick. Oh, staying clear of health links. Yeah, I've been staying clear of juggernauts. I haven't had too much of a problem with health links lately. Is there a reason or benefit of cubing the Relinas over using Fang as an offhand? Yes. Well, the reason I was doing it anyways. I almost got these guys dead, but I guess we'll stay clear of the rest of them and see. Yeah, the reason I was doing it, before I was using Shadowhook, and I had this cubed, but I was wanting more damage. And the Shadowhook I have does the exact same damage as this and this together. So I basically just cubed a Shadowhook, and I'm now using Tragools because I wanted the passive from this, Grim Scythe, to deal 10% more damage, because, like I said, I'm looking for other sources of damage since Teardrop got nerfed. There we go. So I was just trying to add more damage into the build, just kind of overall. Another Juggernaut, jeez. Yeah, so that was kind of my thinking behind it. I don't know for sure if it's actually doing more damage, but I'm trying it out to see. Mainly to have the passive from this and have a few more stats. Does that kind of, sort of, in a way make sense? I hope so. I have no idea if my thinking on it is correct or not, though. So, like I said in, you may or may not have seen the video I put out yesterday on the changes to this build. But I'm not sure if that 10% extra from this, I'm not sure if that only counts actual points restored, or if it counts points that could be restored. So even though I'm at full essence right now, if it's still counting it as that's how much points it would restore on each hit, or if it only counts actual points restored. If it only counts actual points restored, then it is kind of a moot point, and it's kind of worthless. Another Juggernaut. Never run into so many Juggernauts and health links in my life. Look at that, another health link. I don't want to skip too many packs though, because we're really falling behind. I may try another rift on with this gem, because this has been a pretty crap rift anyways. I'll wait for his shield to drop. I'll burn these others while his shield is up. No, no, come on. Don't illusion me. Illusionists are really bad too with this build. If it goes off right when you pop your Land of the Dead. I really hate these packs that don't stay close. There we go. Not a whole lot over here. I feel like maybe we're coming to the end of the rift. There's a lot of times there's a shrine down here. I guess not this time. Ah, come on. My cursor was right on that guy. Uh-oh. Darn, I thought I was going to get frozen. I guess not. We are surviving pretty well, though. The extra sustain from the strength gem is nice. Right when I say we're surviving well, we almost die. Stop running from me! Ugh. Finally, we get a decent floor. We got more health links, though. That's great. With Mirin, health links didn't used to be an issue. These guys are going down pretty quick, though. We'll be able to... Let's drag them along if we can. Get a little more density here. Yeah, there, those guys died a lot faster. That's normally my experience with health links. We usually get them fairly decent. That first health link pack was ridiculous. I guess maybe just because they kept running from me. We weren't having very good density. Those first two floors were bleh. See if we can't get a lot more enemies in here. We're gonna need to if we're gonna finish this. You guys want me to do another rift with this gem? because it doesn't look like I'm going to win this one. I will if you want me to. Yeah, even if I beat this guy, we're not going to have enough time to win it. So let me know, do you guys want me to move on to another gym? Or do you want me to go ahead and do another rift with this gym, and hopefully it's not quite as crap. I mean, we got the Rift Guardian. Whoa, we got pretty close. Yeah, let me know if you want me to run another rift with this gym. I will. Otherwise, I can move on to another gym. It's either way. Ooh, ow, let me out of the tornado. I think the gym itself did fine. I mean, if you look at it when you're clearing trash, or if you look at it just straight up damage on the Rift Guardian swinging there, it does pretty good damage. The main thing was just density with this Rift. The first two floors were really crap. I mean, the third floor, I guess, wasn't bad. I've already forgotten it. This floor was pretty good. Oh yeah, we don't get that. Just got level 70 today. What build is best for Necromancer? Well, if you just got level 70, the Inarius build is great. Especially once you get it farmed up, it just destroys T13 still. Beyond that, the strongest right now is the Tragoul's Bloodlance build. Alright, Scythe of the Sickle works well in the cube, seeing you're consistently using bone armor. Scythe of the Sickle. That is the one. Scythe of the Sickle is, yeah, this one. Your secondary skills deal. So I guess that would just boost your bone armor a lot, I guess. Corpse Lance, I guess that counts as a secondary skill, doesn't it? So we're talking about getting rid of Ralena's Shadow Hook for that. Correct? Or are you using Ralena's Shadow Hook here and then using Scythe of the Sickle? I'll try it. I have it cubed here. I'll switch out. Let's see. Every point of maximum essence increases your damage by 0.5%. So we're talking like 155% damage boost all around for... We're switching that out for 300% damage boost on our bone armor and Corpse Lance, correct? Corpse Lance is a secondary skill too. I guess anything but Grim Scythe is a secondary skill, is that right? Yeah, the top Necromancer build right now, 115, is the Tragoul's avatar set, and they're using the Bloodlance skill. I have a video on that. You can come back to the stream if you like. You can go check that video out. It's so unbelievably strong. It does just an immense amount of damage. It's not really that fun to play. It's kind of gimmicky to play. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. No, don't need that. You can see I've got reduced damage from range attacks on there by 6%. I tried to get 7, and it just hasn't worked out. I don't need the Rothmas. I haven't tried the Thorns Tragouls build yet. I don't have enough. If you're talking about the Legacy, are you talking about the Legacy of Nightmares Thorns build? I don't have near enough legendary or ancient stuff to do that. So do you guys want me to run another Rift with Simplicity Strength and maybe hopefully we get a better Rift, or move on to a different gem? What do you want? Let me know. Yeah, I don't think the fact that the gym was level 62 has anything to do. That was just not a very good Rift until the end. We were pretty far behind, and then we got caught up pretty good on the last floor. So, I mean, the gym itself seems fine as a replacement. If you're just joining us, I'm just going over different gems that could possibly be replacements for the Mirin Teardrop of the Star Weaver because it got nerfed. It still works for the build, it's just not as good as it was. My favorite so far is gem of Efficacious Toxin. And we've also tried Gogok of Swiftness, and then we just ran one with Simplicity Strength. Secondary is just the second tab of skills. Second tab of skills? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Forgot about that. Yeah, I think you are correct, actually. So bone armor is not actually in there. That is an interesting conundrum. Yeah, I think you're actually right. I think that these only count as secondary skills. I had forgotten about that. I don't think bone armor and corpse lance count as secondary skills. Because just thinking about that, that seems kind of OP to boost bone armor and corpse lance by another 300%. I've only seen this used on pet and mage, skeletal mage builds. I think, yeah, I actually haven't even seen it used on only. I don't know. I don't know now. You guys will have to look it up and let me know. Let me see if I can find something on it real fast. I don't really see anything on it. Only boost spells from the secondary tab. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Darn, yeah, I was actually kind of excited for a second to try that. But yeah, it's not going to make sense for this build. We don't have any secondary skills. Darn, any skill that's not a primary skill should be a secondary skill. Yeah, bummer. That's alright. It's alright. Alright, so again, do you guys want me to run Simplicity Strength again or move on to Bane of the Powerful? Yes, I am using Pain Enhancer. This is why it uses Skeletal Mage in builds. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yep, I'm using Pain Enhancer right there. My Pain Enhancer is 75. And then I'm using Bane of the Trapped. And so we're just going through and swapping out third gems. So if you don't want me to run another Rift with that, I will go ahead and swap out for Bane of the Powerful. That was the one that got the next vote. I don't see anyone say anything about it. If you want me to run another one, I can come back to it. We're going to swap out for Bane of the Powerful this time. And then we'll probably try good old Stricken. And then Wreath of Lightning after that. I don't know if we're really going to try Molten Wild Beast Gizzard. You guys will have to let me know if you really want to see this gem or not, because it's not going to provide any damage. All it's going to do is provide sustain, so I kind of know what it's going to do already. Go ahead and hop in another 80. Ow! Oh, of course it's a Juggernaut. Oh, no, it's not. I thought he didn't get froze for a second. Powerful will provide us a little bit of damage boost and defense from elites, which is kind of nice. And then if we can keep the buff up, but we do need to be searching for elites, which we found. We found them. Need to be wary of these friggin' ranged attacks, though. Oh, I hate these range things so much. There's so many illusions. I don't know which one's the target. Whoa. Alright. Well, powerful seems to be going okay so far. But let's be honest, this rift so far is better than the previous one we had. That was Garbo. You don't have to completely elite hunt with the Bane of the Powerful, but you don't want to mess around too much because you are on a timer. On that boost of damage. On that extra 20% anyways. Man, we got such good density though. Come on. Give me another elite. I don't want to give it more time. Yeah, of course. Of course we find an elite right when the buff goes away. That's alright. We'll get rid of these guys pretty quick. Oh boy. Thought my blood rush was up, and it was not. I'm really lucky I survived that. I can't believe I survived that, actually. Stop telling me that. I am not patient. Density doesn't seem super great here. I was just about to say at least we don't have a bunch of health links, but then here we go. But I think we'll be okay on these guys. Their health is going down fairly quick. Well, it kind of seemed like it. Our Land of the Dead will get rid of them. I really hate enemies that run from us. Oh, we almost got him. And now we're going to have to fiddle around with this guy. That's alright, he's dying pretty quick. Not too bad. Even after the nerf to the Mirin gem, I wish my Barbarian was still as powerful as as Necromancer is. It's pretty sad. He's almost right on the same level with my Barbarian, who's got all kinds of augments and everything, and almost all ancient gear. Hopefully Barbarians will get some love next season. I think people say that every season. I don't really want to pop my Land of the Dead for these guys, but I'm really getting tired of messing around with them. Alright, a power shrine. That's nice. We'll clear this little pack. See if there's not an elite pack around here. One thing that's really nice about your bone armor is the way it stacks versus, say, the Witch Doctor Soul Harvest. You can keep bone armor at 10 stacks even on, say, just the Rift Guardian. It'll keep refreshing all the stacks, whereas that does not work on Soul Harvest on a Witch Doctor. To keep the stacks all the way up, you have to keep stacking on big groups. Each stack on its own has its own little cooldown. Which you would kind of think maybe they would patch that because of the way this works, just to kind of put it on a level playing field. Man, we're already on floor 4 and we're just like not even 2/3 of the way. This hasn't been a very good Rift either.
That needs to recharge.
But he's not a juggernaut, so we can get rid of him. Let's kind of clear these guys out, and then we can use some of the corpses to burn these guys down. Bane of the Powerful seems okay so far. It just really... it relies, of course, on finding elites and then being able to kill them fast enough. I guess it relies a little less on it the higher level you get because the buff lasts longer. I've always liked Bane of the Powerful, but it's one of those gems that, as good as it is, it always kind of seems like there's something a little bit better out there. Wow, are we really going to go all the way to floor 5 before we finish this? I got this channeling shrine and I don't even get to use my land of the dead.
This world can abide you no longer.
Come on, let me find an elite pack. I guess I should have just popped it for the fun of it. I'd say Bane of the Powerful's not a bad idea, or not a bad replacement, because it's been a crappy rift. We're already on floor 5, but I mean we've still got 4 minutes left, so it doesn't seem too bad. Again, that last rift, if you weren't here for that last rift, we had almost nothing but garbage, and then all the elites we had were either juggernauts or health link that ran from us, except for the very last floor. The very last floor was good, but by then we were too far behind. And if you're just joining again and wonder why I don't respond sometimes, that is a juggernaut. We're gonna leave him. I will respond all the time. I just don't have 2 monitors, so I can't see the stream while I'm playing, unfortunately. The second monitor I did have is really old, and, well, it doesn't work anymore. The monitors aren't that expensive, but it's expensive enough. Hopefully I'll be able to get 2 monitors again in the not too distant future. Hey, we might go... I was going to say we might go all the way to floor 6, but it looks like this is going to get it. This guy's health's going down pretty quick. We'll probably just burn him down like this and save our Land of the Dead for the Rift Guardian. Because I think we got plenty of time. Yeah, this guy's about to die. Yeah. At least the Rift Guardian appeared on the floor I'm on. Rhyme. That's a horrible Rift Guardian. I hate this guy. Ugh. Ugh. So, Bane of the Powerful seems pretty good.
I must wait.
So far, anyways. We take less damage from elites as well, so that's kind of helping with this. Taking a little less damage. But once we don't have corpse lance and once we don't have density, we're not really doing a ton of damage. And I forgot to spend the rest of my blood shards. Alright, I was still leveling this up. Alright, what gem is next, guys? How good with a poison gem and lightning gem? Poison gem's really good. So far, it's my favorite. But Bane of the Powerful was just really good. I haven't done Wreath of Lightning yet in this video, so you are in luck. Actually, the only two I haven't done are Wreath of Lightning and Bane of the Stricken. I've got Molten Wild Beast Gizzard here, but I don't know that I'm going to use it. Damage bonus of command skeletons increases. Actually, I don't have that. Interesting. Interesting. And I don't think I need any of this other stuff. Yeah, I have all these. Let me use, I'm still searching for a belt. I've got an ancient here. It's not bad stats, but I'd like to get a 50% or higher than 46%. So for the next rift, I've got either one of these two gems, or we failed on Simplicity Strength, but the rift was really crap. So if you guys want to see that gem again, I'll run it again. And yeah, that's crap. Let's go back and get our blood shards real fast. Yeah, so far I think this gem has still kind of been my favorite, just because of the kind of all around what it does. But Bane of the Powerful just now was really good, I thought, too. Gogok of Swiftness was okay, just my personal opinion, probably not my favorite, but it wasn't bad. And Simplicity Strength seems pretty good for being able to just dish out a little more consistent damage, because you're not relying on corpse slants. The only reason we failed the rift was just because it was a really garbage rift. So I think we'll just go ahead and do Wreath of Lightning next, and then we'll finish off with Bane of the Stricken, unless somebody wants to see Simplicity Strength again in a rift, if you want to see me win it for some reason. And you might be asking why I don't have a gem slot on this. Just because I like all the stats that are on it, and increasing my resistances or intelligence by, however much doesn't seem worth it quite as much to me. So again, the reason I have switched it out and I'm using Shadowhook here now is because Shadowhook is a two-handed weapon, and so we're not using Mirin anymore. That was a big source of damage. So by using Traghouls here, it's one-handed. I attack faster, and then it also allows me to use an offhand, and I can use that bonus where Grim Scythe deals additional damage. So we're boosting Grim Scythe's damage, and then we're also attacking faster. You can see the damage difference in the two, and if I actually equip it, we're at 1.1 million, 1.1 million. So. And I have a pretty good Shadowhook too, so that's the main reason that I switched those out. I'm just right now, I'm not, this isn't a set thing, I'm just trying things, guys. I want to see, what I can do with what. Nice gameplay, man. Keep it up. Thank you. Alright, we are now going to try Wreath of Lightning. I think I'm going to go back. I actually meant to change back to Dark Reaping last time, since Grim Scythe is doing more damage because of our offhand, but it's still not a major source of damage like it was with Simplicity Strength. I think I'll get more use out of this, just mainly for the life per kill. We don't really need the essence, but the life per kill just giving us more sustain in bigger groups. I don't know. What do you guys think out of these two? What do you think, Swift Harvesting or Dark Reaping? Let me know. I'm going to switch back to Dark Reaping for now. You could also switch to, you could forego both of those and go with Blood is Power for the cooldown reduction. But but I don't want to get too much discrepancy in the gems here. So I use Sophie, Blood Siphon, and Iron Rose. I haven't tried Blood Siphon since I got all the builds, actually. Is there a build that revolves around Blood Siphon? I know there's an item, I have it somewhere, I think, that Blood Siphon siphons for multiple enemies. That would be kind of cool. But let's go ahead and jump in with the Wreath of Lightning gem and see what we do. And he's not a Juggernaut, so we can freeze him and just erase him. Wreath of Lightning will trigger off of your what am I trying to say? Off of your bone armor. So I think bone armor in general had something with it that that was triggering things more often than it was supposed to, because Wreath of Lightning, I believe, yeah, has a 15% chance too, and it doesn't seem to trigger very often anymore either, which is kind of weird, because now I may end up bringing a nerf on it if someone from Blizzard watches this, which I highly doubt because I'm such a small channel. But Wreath of Lightning is always up on my Whirlwind Barbarian, always. And so I don't know. I don't know if the trigger rate is different. I'm trying to see if this guy's a Juggernaut. I can't get my cursor over him. Yeah, he's not. So take that for what you will on the trigger rate. Oh, come on. Is he a Juggernaut? Why is he? Oh, I didn't. Dang it. Too many illusionists. Die, fool, die. Oh no! We died. I tried hitting my potion, it wouldn't go off. Oh well, no big deal. Wow, another elite just kind of joined the pack here. Or did I leave him behind back there? Yeah, he's not a Juggernaut either, so we'll go after him. Now remember, your 6-piece set bonus amplifies damage you do by 2,750% once enemies are affected by your bone armor, either by the active or the whirling Bonado. So it's also amplifying the damage of things from legendary gems. Like, I've seen people ask in the past, why aren't enemies taking much damage from my Corpse Lance? And it's because they didn't get affected by the bone armor before they activated it. So they're not getting that giant increase. I don't need to activate my Land of the Dead here. This guy's going to die pretty quick. Oh, he teleported away from me. Now I can't see him. I'll activate my Land of the Dead as soon as I find him. There he is. Where'd you teleport? Come on now. Don't be like that. Yeah, we got really lucky with okay first floor with 3 elites right there, and then this floor seems pretty good. We're actually killing it this time, and I don't want to put it all on the gym. That's why I wish they had a test rift that was the same every time. So they got this season they've got the challenge rifts, which is kind of nice, I guess. But it'd be nice, I was saying earlier, in case you're just joining us, if they had a test rift where it doesn't cost anything to get in, no keys or anything, and it provides no rewards, but it's the same rift every time, and it allows you to test different builds. Similar to how a challenge rift goes. The only difference is there's no rewards at all, nothing. But it allows you to go in and test different rifts and see, you know, really compare items, really compare gems, etc., etc., and see which one is the best. Yeah. I don't want to get hit by a frozen thing. Yeah, but this has been a good rift so far. And hang on, guys, 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call that I had to take. I guess I didn't really have to, but the wife would have been kind of angry if I didn't, seeing as it was her. At least we haven't had too many health links or juggernauts this time. That's kind of nice. So that's kind of a one reason that we've done better this match as well. Trying to get hit by too much of this stuff. Ow, ow, stop it. Stop. Leave me alone. There we go. So I will say that personally I've tried the lightning gem already once before. This was about a week ago, I guess, and it wasn't. It was good, but I ended up liking the poison gem better. So the fact that we're doing so good this time, again, doesn't mean the gem is like super good. I just want to let you guys know that it's not bad. I mean, it's good because the damage again is being amplified and all that. So this has just been a really good rift. So take it for what you will. I mean, it's definitely stuff that I'm going to continue to play with after this stream. And I'm going to look at other people's videos and builds and see what they... see if anybody else comes up with something good. I don't know if there's going to be anything that will truly replace Mirin. It was just so good. It was so strong. So much damage and then sustain. It was great. It was great. But hopefully we can find something. This build is really fun. So many people like it. And hopefully we can find something that can kind of replace it and still make the build fun and still have it be a top contender. I don't know if we're going to get that or not. Oh, darn. We're at 99%. All right. You see, we are taking his damage, or I mean his health down pretty good. But you can hear that the gem, the lightning gem, Wreath the lightning gem, isn't proccing all the time on him. And when I use it on my barbarian on the whirlwind build for like speed runs and whatnot, it's procced all the time. So I don't know if they just nerfed proc chances all around on the Necromancer, if it's just nerfed on the Bone Storm, or if they changed the actual gem. Because even on one target on my barbarian, it's always triggered. Alright, let's pick up all this stuff. Level up our gem again. Did we die? I guess we did die in the beginning, didn't we? Have I tried the blood build? Yes, I have. I have a video up on that, actually. The Trag'Oul's Bloodlance build. 1 second, guys. I have to go to the bathroom, I guess you could just say. Yeah, go to the bathroom. Be right back. Is he pooping? No, I wasn't pooping. This time or a minute ago. I got a phone call. Can do Greater Rift 80 in 5 minutes, the Blood Siphon build. Do you have a link to that build? Marcel Van Putten? Or is there just a general build for the Blood Siphon build? I haven't seen one yet, but I wouldn't mind. I think the build he's talking about is a Blood Nova build. It's actually pretty fun. Use it with Anarius. No need for Land of the Dead. Kind of sounds interesting. I may look into it. Alright, we have one gem left that we have not tried. And that is the good old Bane of the Stricken that pretty much everybody else uses on every other tune. And mine is 88. Got one of these. Let's clear out our inventory and give it one more go. Wait, I do need another compass rose. Let me look at that in just a second. Yeah, it's not really better than the one I have. I want to get that movement speed off of there. See, if that resource cost was critical hit chance or damage, then it would be nice. Alright, let's go ahead. What did you guys think of the Wreath of Lightning gem? I think if I had to still pick a favorite right now, I think I'm probably still going to go with the Toxin gem, but Wreath of Lightning was really nice. Bane of the Trapped was really good, or Bane of the Powerful, excuse me, was really good. Simplicity, Strength, not too bad, and then probably Gogok of Swiftness last. I've got this gem here, but I don't think we're going to use it unless somebody really wants to see it, just because it's not going to add any damage. It's just going to add sustain, and the main thing we're trying to do is make up the damage from Mirin. So we're trying a bunch of different gems. Google Nova Lancer. Alright, I will. I will look it up, and if it's really good, I really like it, I'll make a video about it. Alright, so we are now using Bane of the Stricken. Still have Pain Enhancer and Bane of the Trapped in there. Level 80, level 75, and then level 88 here. So I grabbed that off of my Barbarian just to see. We're still looking to nuke big elite enemies, so I don't know if Pain Enhancer, or not Pain Enhancer, I don't know if Bane of the Stricken is really going to do a whole lot for us, because it kind of builds up over time. Try and get a nice little group here. Make sure there's no elite up there. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't move. What's going on? Let's see if we can't get a little bit of density around this. Is there anything?
I must wait. Give it more time.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad against these guys.
I must wait.
I really hate illusionists though, so we're just going to go ahead and pop that and end their existence pretty quick. Density does not seem too good so far on this floor.
Give it more time.
Whoa! I feel like I'm lagging here. What's going on?
Give it more time.
Yeah, we about ended one of them with that little burst.
I must wait.
Darn spider's in the way. I can't get my cursor over. There we go. Hopefully, yeah, there's another elite pack.
I must wait.
Doesn't look like we're gonna need to pop our Land of the Dead on these guys. That, that powerful power shrine really helped out there.
Give it more time.
Oh, wrong way. The density is not really a thing on this level. Man, and I'm getting some lag here, guys. It has nothing to do with streaming, because it just started doing it.
That needs to recharge. You a fine corpse.
We're already on floor 3. And we're not even like a quarter of the way through. Density doesn't seem to be very existing on this floor either.
I must wait.
But at least we can wipe these guys out pretty quick. There's a little bit of density.
I must wait.
Damage is close to 2 million. Drops though as there are less cursed enemies around.
I must wait.
And then toughness is 430, 317. Depends on blood rush and then stunned enemies. Because I'm using Parthan defenders.
Give it more time.
I hope that doesn't hit me. I'm stuck. Stuck on all the bodies. There we go. Could really go for some illusory boots. Alright, here's a nice shrine. Help me clear out a bunch of garbage. This shrine works really well on the Whirlwind Barbarian and the Bone Storm build. anything that does a lot of AoE damage close to you. I haven't seen this floor yet today. Darn, missed one. Just trying not to get dominated by their fire blasts. So what do you guys think? Has anyone been here enough to see all the gems? What is your favorite out of all the ones we've tried? Or what's your favorite of the ones that you've tried to maybe replace Mirin? Or are you still using Mirin? Let me know in the comments, and I will check after this rift. Bane of the Stricken seem bad. It's, I mean, kind of par for the course. You kind of know what you're getting with it. It's not a bad gem at all. It's used on most builds. And it does help you do more damage when you're not able to burst an enemy down right away. When you need to sit here and chop at them. And then when you are finally able to burst them down, they go down really fast because of the damage that has stacked up. I think there's a lot of solid options for replacing Mirin. I think it's just none of them are quite as good as Mirin was, and it was technically a bug, and I think that's the issue. Trying to replace a bug with a non-bugged gem can pose some issues. I want to get a lot of these bodies down, and then I can nuke him down with Corpse Lance. As soon as they all stop blowing up. Yeah, he's about to die. Hasn't been the greatest of... It's probably this way, isn't it? Hasn't been the greatest of rifts, but I guess it hasn't been too bad. Going the wrong way here. Can go ahead and erase these guys. And then my Land of the Dead should be up by the time we get to the Rift Guardian, if we can get to him fast enough. Now this floor seems pretty promising. Seems to be nice density. Started out with a decent elite pack. If anyone, by the way, has tried to whisper me in game, I have my chat turned off, or I have it just turned to party, because I didn't want to. Whoa, no! I didn't want to party during this video or stream because I wanted to just test the the gems, and I kind of wanted to keep it as consistent as I could without having a second player variable in there. So, not trying to be rude or anything. Just saying. See if there's any... Nope, nothing down here. Well, we're going to go ahead and use our Land of the Dead again. Because I'm getting tired of this pack. And I think it'll still be up. It probably won't be up right when we get to the Rift Guardian. Actually, we're going to save that shrine for the Rift Guardian. I think we can chop this guy down. He is a shielder, though. I might be better off just going and finding a big group of... But then I'm going to leave that shrine really far behind. This guy's going down okay. He's actually going down pretty fast. Put a point in there. Let's get a couple bodies to kill him. Actually, these guys might bring on the Rift Guardian. Yep, there he is. And if I need the shrine, I will go get it. I actually don't know if I'm going to have time to go get it now. Yeah, we were able to get him anyways. Oh well, no biggie. So, what was your guys' favorite gem of the day? Favorite gem you've tried? The gems we went over. We did a run with Mirin, and we've run all 80s. We did a run with Mirin, still okay. It still does the same damage, just less proc rate. Did a run with the Toxin gem, was great. Wreath of Lightning was great. Bane of the Traps was really good. Simplicity Strength seemed okay when we got actual enemies. Again, that Rift was just garbage. And then Gogok of Swiftness wasn't bad. You lose a lot of damage, but you do get to cast your Land of the Dead a little bit more often. If I had to pick, I'd probably go between these two. I think this is going to do a little more damage because it's that 3250 on every strike, whereas this is 6,000, so it's double the damage, but it's over 10 seconds. Now that being said, this does increase your total damage and reduce damage from poisoned enemies, so kind of take it for what you will. So what do you guys think? What about the Crit Bleed gem? Can't remember the name. Yeah, that's Pain Enhancer. Yep, I am using Pain Enhancer. It's right here. And then I'm also using a Bane of the Trapped up here as well. So yeah, those two are still they're unchanged. Leave those in the build. A lot of people use Bane of the Stricken on other builds similarly. So yeah, both of those are really good, and I wouldn't change them. Let's see, another Compass Rose. Still not better. Don't need any of these things. Each different poison skill you use increases damage of your poison skills by 62% for 15 seconds. I wonder if that counts as the poison from this. I wonder. Does anybody know? I think I have one of those, though. Don't I? Maybe I don't. No, I'll hang on to it. So yeah, that's going to be all for this stream, guys. We took a look at all these gems. I'll line them up with, I don't know, I'll put the ones that I think are the best there. And then probably like that. I don't know, something like that maybe. Maybe, I don't know. There's still testing that needs to go in. Feel free to do your own testing as well, and let me know what you guys think. Come back and comment. This video, this stream will be archived, so you can comment on that. And let me know what you guys think of the one thing that this gem does that's great is it allows you to damage the Rift Guardian after Corpse Lance and Land of the Dead is down. If you don't get to burn him, some Rift Guardians, you only get about half of their health out of Land of the Dead. And so then you're just sitting there chopping away after that, and though these gems are going to be giving you a lot of damage, it's still not going to be quite the same as the damage that's stacked on this, I guess. So there's kind of pluses and minuses there. But let me know what you guys think. Feel free to come back and comment on the archived video on what you guys tried. And thanks, guys, for joining the stream. I appreciate everyone watching and contributing different tips and tricks and everything. It looks like people are beginning to leave. So, yep, stream's over. Thanks, guys, for watching. And, yeah, I will see you next time. Take care, guys.